Have you ever struggled with whether or not to share certain life challenges with your children? Whether it's health concerns, financial difficulties, or personal issues, knowing what to keep private and what to discuss can be tough, especially as we age. In today's video, we're going to explore 6 crucial things you may want to think twice about before talking about with your adult children. These insights can help you protect their peace of mind and avoid unnecessary stress in your family relationships. Stay tuned until the end, where I'll share practical tips for managing these sensitive topics while still getting the support you need. This intro draws viewers in with relatable questions, emphasizes the importance of watching to the end for useful advice, and hints at valuable insights they'll gain. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video, you can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. Number 1. Constant financial worries. One of the most important things to consider as a parent is avoiding the habit of sharing constant financial worries with your children. For instance, Irina often finds herself thinking about whether her retirement savings will be enough to cover all her future expenses, whether it's healthcare costs, home maintenance, or day-to-day living. These thoughts sometimes keep her up at night, especially as unexpected costs arise. Despite these concerns, Irina has made a deliberate choice not to offload these worries onto her children, Michelle and Christian. The reason is simple. As adults, they already have their responsibilities and challenges to navigate, such as paying off mortgages, raising children, or saving for their retirement. Irina understands that if her children were to constantly hear about her financial struggles, it would likely trigger a sense of obligation in them, making them feel compelled to step in and help, even if doing so puts their financial well-being at risk. This kind of situation can create a ripple effect of stress throughout the family. When children start feeling responsible for their parents' financial stability, it can not only strain their budgets, but can also lead to tension and even conflict between family members. The pressure to assist, especially when they are already managing their households, may cause resentment or feelings of guilt. Instead of sharing these constant worries, it's more constructive to seek out professional advice if you're facing financial difficulties. There are numerous financial planners, government programs, and nonprofit organizations that specialize in helping seniors navigate their financial futures more securely. Many of these resources can help create a more sustainable financial plan without burdening family members. If you do find that you need to involve your children in your financial discussions, it's essential to approach the topic thoughtfully. Choose a time when everyone is calm and receptive, and frame the conversation in a way that doesn't create a sense of crisis or immediate urgency. You want to avoid making your children feel like they need to solve the problem for you, as that could lead to unrealistic expectations or stress. Instead, focus on maintaining open and healthy communication about general financial topics. Discuss the importance of budgeting, saving, and planning for the future, but avoid the temptation to share every concern or hiccup in your finances. By striking a balance between transparency and discretion, you allow your children to remain informed about the overall picture without overwhelming them with the day-to-day anxieties that might be weighing on your mind. This approach helps maintain their peace of mind, while also giving you space to address your concerns in a more constructive and less emotionally charged way. Ultimately, preserving a sense of stability in your family is key, and part of that means handling financial discussions with care and intention. Number 2, deep regrets about the past. One of the most significant things Irina chose to keep to herself is her deep regrets about the past. Like everyone, Irina has made mistakes, missed opportunities, and experienced moments that she wishes had gone differently. These feelings of regret are natural, but she realized that not all emotions, particularly the negative ones, need to be shared. For example, there are times when Irina wonders how her life might have been different if she had taken a completely different path, whether that was pursuing an alternative career, moving to a new city, or making different choices when she was younger. These are lingering thoughts that occasionally cross her mind, but she understands that dwelling on them or discussing them with Michelle and Christian, her children, may not be the healthiest option. By sharing these deep-seated regrets, Irina risks introducing unnecessary guilt or feelings of responsibility onto her children, even though they had no part in the decisions she made. She knows that if she vocalized these regrets, Michelle and Christian might feel as though they should have influenced or supported her differently, even if those decisions were entirely her own. Additionally, voicing these regrets could unintentionally cast a shadow over the present and future, creating an atmosphere filled with sadness or dissatisfaction about the past, which could impact her children's emotional well-being. Irina also understands that focusing on what might have been, the what-ifs, can cause her children to start questioning their own life choices. They might begin to wonder if they, too, are making decisions that they will come to regret, creating a cycle of uncertainty and doubt in their own lives. She does not want to plant these seeds of fear in them or have them second-guess their paths because of her reflections. Instead, Irina has made a conscious decision to shift her focus away from regret and toward the valuable lessons she has learned from her experiences. She has chosen to remember the positive moments, the times of joy, growth, and fulfillment that she shared with her family. When speaking about the past, she emphasizes the good, the achievements she is proud of, the relationships she has built, and the happiness that came from those choices, no matter how imperfect. By framing her reflections this way, Irina helps create a more positive and nurturing environment for her children, where they feel supported and uplifted, rather than weighed down by the heavy burden of her past regrets. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 3. Intimate details about your health. One of the most crucial aspects of maintaining healthy relationships with our loved ones, especially our children, is to strike a balance when it comes to discussing our health. As we age, many of us, including Irina, find ourselves grappling with various health challenges. Irina, for instance, is managing arthritis in her hands, which can make daily tasks more difficult and painful. Recently, she was also diagnosed with high blood pressure, a condition that requires careful monitoring and lifestyle adjustments. Despite these challenges, she has made a conscious choice to avoid overwhelming her daughter, Michelle, and her son, Christian, with the intricate details of her medical appointments or the laundry list of every new symptom that arises. While it is undoubtedly important to keep our loved ones informed about significant health issues, oversharing can lead to unintended consequences. If we delve too deeply into every aspect of our medical journey, it can create unnecessary anxiety and concern for our children. They might start feeling anxious, helpless, or even guilty for not being able to provide support and care around the clock. This can lead to emotional strain in the relationship, where conversations that should be filled with warmth, joy, and connection start to revolve solely around illness, symptoms, and medical worries. This shift in focus can become detrimental to both our well-being and that of our children. Instead of cherishing precious moments of togetherness and shared experiences, the dynamics of the relationship can shift toward discussions of health issues and concerns, which are often heavy and draining. This isn't just unhealthy for you. It can also weigh heavily on your children, who may feel burdened by the responsibility of your health. It's essential, then, to keep your children informed about important health matters without turning every conversation into a detailed medical report. Instead of providing a detailed account of every symptom or concern, focus on sharing how you're feeling in a more general sense. By doing so, you can foster open communication while also preserving the emotional well-being of your family. This approach not only helps to ease their worries, but also allows for more balanced and meaningful interactions that prioritize connection over concern. Number 4. Family conflicts from the past. The fourth topic Irina consciously chose to keep from her children revolves around old family conflicts. Like many families, theirs has not been without doubt its share of moments marked by tension and misunderstandings over the years. Whether it was a heated argument with a sibling that occurred decades ago, or a lingering disagreement with in-laws that never quite found resolution, the echoes of these past conflicts can still be felt. One particularly vivid memory for Irina is the significant argument she had with her sister, Janine, nearly 30 years ago. This clash had been intense, fueled by a mix of misunderstandings and emotional turmoil that ultimately drove a wedge between them for some time. However, in the years since, they have worked through their differences, mending their relationship and finding a deeper understanding of one another. Despite this reconciliation, Irina made the deliberate choice to withhold the specifics of that conflict from her children, Michelle and Christian. She recognizes that discussing old family disputes, even if they have been resolved, can inadvertently stir up unnecessary tension in the present. Such revelations might lead her children to feel an unwarranted sense of obligation to take sides, or to harbor negative feelings toward relatives with whom they currently enjoy healthy relationships. Irina firmly believes that preserving the peace and harmony within her family is far more valuable than revisiting past grievances that no longer hold any significance in their lives today. By choosing not to disclose these historical conflicts, she aims to foster a supportive and loving family environment, free from the shadows of past disputes. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 5. Comparisons between children. Irina, the devoted mother of 2 wonderful children, Michelle and Christian, has come to understand the profound implications of comparing her children to one another. Throughout the years, she has observed the distinct paths that each of her children has chosen, leading to their unique identities and accomplishments. Michelle, with her dynamic personality and creative flair, pursued a successful career in marketing where she thrived in the fast-paced world of advertising and brand management. In contrast, Christian, known for his patience and nurturing nature, chose the noble profession of teaching. He dedicates himself to shaping young minds, inspiring his students, and making a meaningful impact in their lives. While both Michelle and Christian have found success and fulfillment in their respective fields, Irina recognizes that drawing comparisons between them can be detrimental. Such comparisons have the potential to foster unnecessary rivalries, breeding resentment and insecurities that could cloud their sibling relationship. Rather than emphasizing who is doing better or more successfully, Irina believes in the importance of celebrating the individuality of each child. Instead of engaging in comparisons, Irina encourages herself and others to focus on recognizing and appreciating the unique qualities that each child brings to the family. She actively seeks out opportunities to praise their efforts and achievements, ensuring that her words of encouragement are directed solely at one child at a time, without any reference to their siblings. By doing so, Irina fosters an environment where Michelle and Christian can flourish, free from the pressures of competition and the burdens of comparison. In this way, she nurtures their self-esteem and helps them develop a strong sense of self-worth, allowing them to shine in their own right. Number 6. Financial difficulties or changes in financial situation. The 6th lesson, Irina learned to navigate with caution in her parenting journey, is the delicate topic of financial difficulties or any significant changes in her financial situation. As people age, the management of finances often becomes increasingly complex, and they can face unexpected expenses that arise out of nowhere. These could range from medical bills that accumulate due to health issues, to urgent home repairs that can't be ignored, or even shifts in income that may come as a surprise. Irina has experienced her share of financial challenges, especially following the death of her husband. Suddenly, she found herself in the position of having to manage all financial matters independently, which was both daunting and overwhelming. At times, the urge to share her money concerns with her children, Michelle and Christian, crept in. She felt a natural inclination to seek their understanding and support. However, through reflection, she recognized that sharing these worries could burden them unnecessarily. So why is it crucial to maintain discretion regarding financial issues when it comes to discussions with your children? First and foremost, many children today carry their financial responsibilities and pressures. Whether they are managing student loans, saving for their own homes, or juggling the costs of raising a family, they are often dealing with significant financial stress. By placing additional burdens on them, such as sharing her financial struggles, Irina understood that she might inadvertently add to their stress. They might feel compelled to help financially, which could lead to feelings of obligation and guilt, disrupting their peace of mind. Furthermore, the ongoing discussion of financial difficulties can foster a sense of anxiety or helplessness in children. Irina remembers vividly a particularly tough winter when her heating system broke down, leaving her anxious about the hefty repair bill. Despite the worry gnawing at her, she made the conscious decision not to burden Michelle or Christian with this news. Instead, she reached out to a trusted friend who provided her with guidance and helped her develop a budget to cover the unexpected expense. This approach allowed her to manage her financial concerns without causing her children undue distress. If you find yourself facing financial difficulties, it's essential to reach out to professionals, such as financial advisors, or look into local community support services that can assist. If the need arises to discuss finances with your children, it's beneficial to frame these conversations in a solution-oriented and practical manner. For example, rather than expressing worry by saying, "I'm afraid I won't have enough money to live on," consider saying something like, "I'm evaluating my budget to ensure I'm secure moving forward." This way, you are opening a dialogue that focuses on action rather than fear. Remember, seeking help when necessary is not only acceptable but wise. Yet, it's important to avoid overwhelming your children with your financial concerns. Strive to maintain open and positive conversations that encourage support and understanding. By finding appropriate avenues to manage financial challenges, you can navigate these difficult times while protecting your children from added worry. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 7. Fears about the future and death. The 7th insight that Irina has come to recognize is the importance of not excessively sharing her fears about the future and the concept of death with her children. As many individuals do as they enter their later years, she occasionally finds herself grappling with worries about what lies ahead, particularly concerning her health, her ability to remain independent, and the inevitable reality of death itself. There are moments when Irina reflects deeply on what her life might look like if she reaches a point where she can no longer care for herself. She often wonders about the mysteries of life after death, pondering what happens to us when our time on earth comes to an end. These thoughts, while completely natural and a part of the human experience, can be daunting and unsettling. Recognizing the weight of these concerns, Irina has made a conscious decision not to impose these heavy feelings on her children, Michelle and Christian. But why is it crucial to be mindful about sharing these fears? First and foremost, it's essential to understand that children, regardless of their age, carry their burdens of worry and anxiety. By unloading our fears about aging and the prospect of death onto them, we risk overwhelming them with emotional stress. They may feel an acute sense of helplessness, an increase in their anxiety, or even guilt for not being able to alleviate these fears. Furthermore, consistently voicing fears regarding the future can foster a negative atmosphere steeped in pessimism and sadness within the family unit. This shift in tone can adversely impact the quality of shared moments, transforming gatherings that should be filled with warmth, joy, and connection into occasions marred by worry and melancholy. Irina vividly recalls a particular moment during a family dinner when she was on the verge of expressing her deepest fears. As she contemplated bringing up her anxiety about potentially developing dementia, something that had afflicted her mother, she paused. Looking around the table at the smiling faces of her children and grandchildren, she realized that this was neither the time nor the place for such a grave conversation. Instead of casting a shadow over the joyous occasion, she chose to remain present in the moment. Instead of dwelling on fears, Irina understands that it's far more constructive to concentrate on the present and focus on the positive steps that can be taken today. For instance, rather than voicing her anxiety about losing independence, she could reframe her thoughts by saying, "I'm considering making some adjustments around the house to enhance safety and comfort as I grow older. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this." This approach not only opens the door for dialogue but also fosters a sense of collaboration and empowerment. Suppose Irina ever feels a pressing need to discuss her serious concerns about the future. In that case, she considers reaching out to a mental health professional or confiding in a close friend who is navigating similar experiences. When it comes to discussing future planning with her children, she strives to maintain a practical and positive tone, focusing on potential solutions rather than allowing fears to take center stage. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 4 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Number 8. Painful family secrets. The 8th and final point that Irina has chosen to keep under wraps is the existence of painful family secrets. Throughout a lifetime, it is not uncommon for families to accumulate several secrets. Some may be minor and easily forgotten, while others can be significant and deeply rooted in past events and relationships. Irina finds herself carrying several of these burdensome secrets, such as the true reasons behind her younger brother's decision to move to another country several decades ago, and the underlying tensions that have led to a rift between distant cousins. Despite occasionally feeling the urge to confide in her close friends, Michelle and Christian, about these matters, Irina recognizes that sharing such sensitive information could inadvertently cause unnecessary pain or confusion for those involved. But why is it often better to keep certain family secrets private? The answer lies in the understanding that revealing painful secrets can reopen old wounds that many family members may have worked hard to heal. Such disclosures can ignite unnecessary conflicts within the family, potentially leading to a cycle of hurt and anger. For children, learning shocking or distressing information can alter their perception of family history, leaving them feeling burdened by knowledge that might be too heavy for them to bear. Moreover, the act of sharing family secrets can engender feelings of betrayal or mistrust, particularly if the secrets involve relatives with whom your children currently maintain close relationships. Such revelations can create complications within family dynamics, causing divisions instead of fostering a sense of unity and understanding among members. The emotional fallout can be significant, as trust is a fragile element within any relationship, and once shaken, it can take years to rebuild. Instead of dwelling on the darker aspects of the family narrative, Irina believes it is far more beneficial to focus on the positive elements of their family history. This means celebrating shared memories, recognizing the valuable lessons learned through adversity, and cherishing the love that has sustained them during difficult times. By shifting the focus from past secrets to these uplifting stories, Irina seeks to create an environment that promotes healing, togetherness, and a deeper appreciation of their familial bonds. Ultimately, Irina chooses to safeguard these painful family secrets, fully aware that while some truths are indeed important, there are times when it is wiser to leave them unspoken. In doing so, she aims to preserve the peace and harmony within her family, valuing the emotional well-being of her loved ones above the need to unveil every truth. Now that we've gone over the 6 things you may want to keep private when it comes to your adult children, what have you learned so far? Let us know in the comments below what's one thing you'll start putting into practice in your own life. If you found this video helpful, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.